friends, it's Sherry with the Homespun Wife, and I wanted to come to you today and show you how I use my Foreman Grill. And so let's get started making some pork chops. Here is the George Foreman Grill that I have. Since it's just my husband and me now and our children are grown up, a lot of times we don't feel like standing outside in the heat to use our larger gas grills, so we just grill inside with this, and it's very easy and convenient and cleans up so well. This is actually my third Foreman grill that I've had over a number of years. The very first one I had quit working. The second one I had was actually falling apart. It was still working, but the top was coming apart from the bottom, so I got rid of that one, and this is my third one, and I think the best one. The reason is because the little plates in this particular one actually come out. You push both sides down, and this little portion here will come off. And you can actually take this and scrub and clean it, and then just pop it right back in to the grill. And the top actually does the same thing. You push right here on either side, and this plate comes out. You can put it in your sink and wash it up, and you can wash all the other parts, and then you can reattach it very easily, and it just makes for a wonderful cleanup. The first two that I had did not have this feature. You actually kind of had to hold the whole grill over the sink and try to wipe it out, and it was much more difficult. So if you have the option, I'm not sure if they even make the older types now, but definitely if you have the option to get these that have the pop-out grill portions, get that, because it'll make it a whole lot easier. And so the way that I start, just plug it in. You don't have any buttons or anything like that to turn on, and you can see here that the red light will come on, and it will stay on as it's heating up, and then when it's ready to grill, this green light will light up and let you know. And what I usually do, you can oil it with some olive oil or Crisco or whatever you want to. I usually just use a little bit of spray. Here I have some olive oil spray, and I'm just going to give it a quick once over, and this gets it prepared. And I did both the upper and lower portions. Now today I'm going to be grilling some pork chops. These are the ones that I showed you in my Aldi haul that I did recently, the video, and I'm going to be using Steak and Chops by Weber. This is their seasoning, and it's very good. I have several different types that I like to use, but this is a really good one, and I go to it a lot for my pork chops, and so I'm going to be using this, sprinkling on both sides and getting ready once this grill heats up to put the pork chops on. And so what I'll do is I'll simply close this down and give it time to heat and wait for that green light to come on and let me know it's time. Okay, the light has just come on. I can hear the grill popping. It's ready. And I have washed off my pork chops, and I have shaken off the extra water, and then I have sprinkled them on both sides with these with this Weber's Steak and Chop seasoning, and I will put them on. Now sometimes I can actually get 4 chops on at one time, sometimes I can't. I'm just going to see what I can do here. There's a couple. Let's see if I can get one more maybe on. And I don't think there's room for this one, so I will just go with these 3 for now, and I will lower this down. Now, one thing about cooking with the Foreman Grill, it does not take very long. You're grilling on both sides. I will flip the meat in the middle of the process, but since it's grilling on both sides, it goes very fast. And what you don't want to do, and I have done this, I'm speaking from experience, is to allow it to cook too long, and then it gets really dry. So the longer you cook on the grill, the more familiar you will be with it, and the better it will be as far as, you know, knowing exactly when the food is ready. So now I am just hanging in there and waiting for the cooking to take place. I'll keep you updated as I go. Okay, this is the first time I'm going to open the grill since I put the meat on. As you can see, it's getting these beautiful little stripes here from the grill plates, and I will flip it over and let it continue to cook. At this point, if you want to add some more seasoning to it, you can. I seasoned it beforehand pretty good on both sides. As you can see, there's some seasoning on there, and so I probably will not add any more at this time. And these little notches right here will keep your meat from sliding off. You can see that sometimes, you know, as it's going, that the meat will sometimes try to slide to the bottom a little bit, but these little ridges will keep your meat from sliding down and coming off the grill. And then here's your little drain that collects the extra grease. That's one of the wonderful things about the Foreman Grill, is that the way that it's slanted, it allows all the extra grease and other things to run off as it's cooking, and it makes it a little bit healthier for you. And that's one of the reasons why my husband and I really love to use this grill, in addition to the fact that it's easy and it's pretty fast. So let me close up the grill once more, and we will let it continue to cook. Okay, friends, I have just lifted the lid once again of my grill, and you can see that the pork chops look good and done. I'm trying to refer back to the clock. It's probably been about 10 to 12 minutes since I started this, and they're already done. And so what I will do is I will take these off, and then I will add my other pork chop on and let it finish cooking. The sides we are having with this is some sugar snaps with black-eyed peas. We're having a salad and also some fresh Athena cantaloupe that I bought from Aldi from that same haul. And it's going to be a wonderful supper. And so as you can see, cooking with the Foreman Grill is really easy. What I will do is I will unplug this, and after the last pork chop is done, and I will let it completely cool, and then I will pop those plates off and I will scrub them down, and it won't take but a split second. I will take this grease, and since I don't believe in putting any grease down the sink, I will pour this into a grease bowl that I collect, and then every few days I empty that out, or every week, depending on how often I cook something with grease. It varies. And then, I will dump that out in the trash. But anyway, this will be very easy to clean up. And so if you have a Foreman grill that you aren't using, put it to good use. Get started and make some wonderful meals with your Foreman grill. Thanks for giving me a thumbs up on this video, friends, and for subscribing. Hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.